All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to get inside the heads of a really fascinating group of university students to figure out what truly drives them and what they're looking for in their education.
I mean, think about it. We are so plugged in, right? Learning, working, socializing, it's all happening through screens. But is that really what we want? Is that the best way to learn? That's the big question we're tackling today.
Well, for this one particular group of 45 students, the answer was a definite no. Their ideal classroom, it had no walls, it had no screens. It was simply the world outside.
So who are these students, these change makers? Let's get to know them a bit better and build a kind of collective profile.
Okay, so the number we're talking about here is 45. That's it. This isn't some massive nationwide survey. It's an intimate, up-close look at one specific group of people who all wanted the same thing.
And get this, look at how young this group is. Over half of them, almost 60%, are first years. Just think about that for a second. These are students who likely finished high school online during the pandemic, and right out of the gate, they're already searching for something totally different.
And it's not just who you'd expect either. You might think, oh, it's probably all social science majors. But no way. We're talking about students from law, engineering, even medicine and dentistry. This isn't some niche interest. It's coming from every corner of the university.
And this isn't just a big city thing. They're coming from all over the country, from the heart of bustling Bangkok all the way down to the southern provinces. So this feeling, this desire for something more, it's a nationwide mood.
Okay, so this all brings us to the real mystery here, right? Why? What actually motivated them to trade a comfortable lecture hall for the great outdoors?
Well, one of the first answers is about as modern as it gets. A bunch of them just said, I saw a review on TikTok. It's kind of wild, isn't it? It's a perfect snapshot of how our decisions, even big academic ones, are being shaped by social media.
But it went way deeper than just a trending video. A sentiment that came up again and again was this hunger for knowledge you just can't get from a book. They're tired of theory. They want to get their hands dirty and learn by doing.
And maybe this is the real core of it all, the thing that really unites them. It's this deep, profound sense of purpose. It wasn't just about what they could learn. It was about taking that knowledge and using it to make a real difference in communities.
So here's where it gets really interesting, because you have this paradox. On one hand, these students are total digital natives. But on the other hand, they seem to be the ones feeling the most frustrated by an education that's trapped behind a screen.
And let's be super clear, this is not a rejection of technology. Oh no, these guys are pros. I mean, look at this. Almost 96% of them can edit video. They know their way around Google Drive, Zoom, you name it. The technical skills are absolutely there.
But here's the disconnect. All those amazing tech skills on the left couldn't fix the very human problems on the right. Knowing how to use CapCut doesn't help when you're feeling totally isolated. Being a pro at Zoom doesn't change the fact that you can't focus and you're not getting any real, hands-on practice.
So let's zoom in a little bit and get more personal. Beyond the academics and the technology, who are these students as people? What do they care about? What keeps them up at night?
When we asked them about their greatest strength, one word just kept coming up: empathy. And that makes so much sense, right? It's the engine for everything else, that powerful desire to connect with and serve other people.
And what makes them happy? You might think it's something digital, but nope. The most common answer was just spending time with friends. It's so simple, so human, and it's exactly the thing that was missing from all those years of online classes.
On the flip side of that, their biggest worry is the future. Despite all their passion and their skills, they share this deep anxiety about what's next, about finding their place in a world that feels pretty unstable. And the number one thing they want to improve about themselves? Having more confidence and courage. And I think they know, intuitively, that real self-assurance isn't built in a classroom, it's forged by getting out into the world and actually doing things.
Okay, so let's pull back. What does this all mean? What can the story of these 45 students tell us about a much bigger shift happening in education? It really feels like we're seeing a new kind of student emerge. They are completely fluent in technology, but they are driven by real-world experience. They're socially conscious, and at the heart of it all, they're just seeking genuine human connection. It's not an either-or situation for them. They want and expect both.
And hey, if you need one last number to really drive this point home, here it is. When asked if they wanted more hands-on learning through something like a field trip, nearly 87% said yes. The demand is undeniable.
So that brings us full circle, back to a final question. Are these 45 students just an anomaly? Or are they the pioneers?
Are they showing us that the future of education isn't about better technology, but about finding a better balance, blending our amazing digital tools with the irreplaceable value of a classroom that has no walls?